We can hear you.
I'm trying, I even open, let me, I don't know which one that is accepting me because I opened the phone and the iPad. Let me maybe switch off the phone.
You are audible, Chair. We can hear you. I think it's your iPad that's on, Chair. Chairperson?
Yeah, now I'm very sorry, Honorables, which means, hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hear you, Chair.
Hello?
We can hear you clearly.
Honorable members, I'm suspecting I did prepare the opening remarks. By look of things, I must just say good morning to everybody. Welcome back in our work, which we've started already. Now, I was thinking that I will share all what has been happening before officially opening of Parliament, the tragedies and the awards that we're getting, and our women's teams, which are we are hosting them. So in passing, I'm saying that, and condolences to all the people who are belonging to this sector who passed on. Now, my apology, I'm having a serious network problem. We've got a load shedding starting at 8 until 10. But generally, you know, in Laboria Park, we do have the problem of in-network. I'm welcoming you all who is in the platform, either honorable members, the department, any other visitors in the HG, our staff in both from our committee and in the ministry, the ministry at large. I'm not yet even sure who's in here. By that, I declare this meeting open, and if I can ask apologies.
Good morning, Chair. We do have an apology from Mr. Sibisi. He's having connection issues, Chair, but he's trying to get in, but he's indicated that he's having trouble with his network. That's all, Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Any other apology from DG?
From my side,
we must try to
good morning, Chairperson. Good morning to my minister and my deputy minister and all the honorable members of the committee. The only apology that I would like to register is that of Dr. Khumalo, who has been tasked to carry out some duties in Limpopo. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Honorable members, now I'm presenting the agenda in front of you for the adoption. But I must tell you, honorable members, that in our agenda, we've got items which we didn't receive the presentation, item number 1, and the item where the AG is supposed also to present to us with their presentation as it is. Thank you. Jabu, if there are hands which are up, can you assist me?
Yes, Chair, we have Mr. Mhlongo, Mr. Zoldi, Mamu Adams, no Tatu Madlingus.
Thank you, Chairperson.
was thinking that also we have the problem of network. Okay, Mr. Mhlongo.
Thank you. Compliments and complaints. Chair, I don't have a problem with the agenda. The issue is only the Auditor General's report, but mine, I think it's just a brief. Automatically, the report that you have, it's a letter from the speaker to refer the petition to the committee, and then I must just brief the committee. I don't have a formal presentation personally, but nonetheless, I move for the adoption. But maybe if we can get an explanation if why the AG does not have a report. I've tried to explain mine.
Point taken, Honorable Mhlongo. Who was the next person?
That was on the chair.
With me, Chair.
Jam. Honorable Zondi.
Yes, Chair.
Yes.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson and members of the Portfolio Committee. Chair, I wanted to ask a question, Chair. Why we don't have a presentation on the item 1 and 2, but Honorable Mhlongo asked the question on item 2, but Chair, if we can get an explanation, but that explanation does not change anything of this committee, that we get a presentation before the meeting, because we can't come to the meeting unprepared and not knowing what we are going to what we are going to be discussing. I don't think it's proper even to talk about it, but we can listen to the explanation on why. But that does not mean that I will personally support the agenda. That has presentation that was not forwarded to us prior to the meeting. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Zondi. Honorable Abs.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Allow me to switch off my video, and good morning to all on the platform. Chairperson, for me, point 1 and point 2, Mr. Mhlongo and the Auditor General's report, we didn't receive it. And how can we discuss something that we didn't have any document, Honorable Mhlongo saying, but he can't brief us without any documents in front of us. So I will propose that we remove that 2 items on the agenda before we can adopt the agenda. I thank you.
Honorable Mhlongo.
Good morning, Chairperson and the department. I concur with my colleagues that with the AG presentation, I think that it is our norm that we don't discuss anything that is not presented. I might as well say that maybe we can use that time. I propose that we can use that time and deal with these unending emails that Mr. Fredinia Taylor of SARA is sending to the chairperson, and he is not being responded to. That's my proposal on that one. Thank you, Chair.
Correction, I never not responded to Mr. Nyatela, but it's not the item or on the table. Mr. Nyatela does have all the responses from the office of the chairperson, office of the speaker, office of the who's this? When they did appeal, it's not a correct information. but it's not the discussion of today. Thank you, Honorable Mhlongo. Honorable Sibia.
Thanks, Chairperson. Morning to everyone. Okay, the items were 1 and 2. If the items were, as we were not given the formal report, or it was not submitted to what, so that we can discuss it before the meeting. We cannot discuss it because we didn't look on it before the meeting. Thanks, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Sibia. Honorable Maloman.
Thank you, Chair. My apology for not showing the video. Greetings to everyone and compliments for the Happy New Year. Chair, I also want to speak on the issue of item, the briefing by Mr. Mhlongo and by the AG, that we don't have anything, any document that is there. And the norm of the committee is that if we don't have anything related to this or anything that we can read, so that when a person is presenting, we can refer to the presentation. That is the thing that he has sent it to us. We have read and understand. So my proposal is that the item by Mr. Mhlongo and the AG be removed on the agenda before we approve the agenda. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable members, or Honorable Dennis.
Good morning, Chairperson. Thank you for the opportunity. I just want to respond to the concerns raised by the members. The way I read point number 1, it is a point by Member Mhlongo. It's a petition, and I think this petition went to the Speaker's office, which was then referred to the committee. So far as I'm concerned, is point 1 should be with the committee. On point 2, I think the administration must give us a response as to their last interaction with the AG and try to help us why the AG, maybe I think the AG is not present, but why the report is not with us. That is just my question, Chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable members.
Chairperson.
Oh, Honorable, yes, Honorable Mhlongo.
Apology, I need a second bite. Chair, it's amazingly that members, they don't get their agenda, they don't get the attached document by Chair. There's a petition, there's a referral letter from the Speaker on the attachment sent by Chair. Now it's shocking to see members that have said that there's no report on item 1. Now I stated clearly that the procedure is like that. Those are the documents you've received from Chabu for item 1, and I must just brief, and then the committee must take a decision on the issues that I'm going to raise based on the petition that was referred for investigation. Now it's shocking to see members, there's no attachment, there's no letters, there's no documentation. How did we deal with petition number 1 regarding the 22 million flag? Same thing, there were attachment from the Speaker, there were attachment from petitioners, and then we dealt with the issue. Now today, what has changed with item 1? It's only item 2 that is, we don't have a report. But nonetheless, it shows the standard and the nature of people. They say there's no item on item 1. And there is item, I put it to you, Chair, that items, that attachment on item 1. Thank you very much.
All these other hands are legacy hands. I want to double check. Yes, Honorable.
Thank you very much. When you say they are legacy hands, are the ones that were okay.
The chance.
All right. No, Chairperson, I'm sorry to disturb once again. Yes, I concur with Honorable Mhlongo, that there is an attachment that is attached with the Mhlongo's presentation and petition. So definitely that petition should be as the presentation from him, because it is the letter that he needs to address to us. I believe so, Chairperson. Thank you.
Anyone who finished to put his or her point must lower his or her hand in order that I must know who's next now. Honorable Zondi, Honorable the AG's hand is up. Honorable Zondi.
Yes, Chair. No, Chair. I'm still maintaining that I don't have a presentation of item 1 and item 2. If I had that presentation, I would gladly supported the agenda. The issue of the petition, the petition on the flag, the 22 million flag, is different. We had the presentation, we had the petition, and we had the presentation. That is why we allowed the matter to be discussed. It was discussed. We have nothing to hide, Chair, and we are not scared to discuss any matter that arises from any member of the committee or outside the committee. We don't have a problem. But we maintain that we have a norm in this committee. Give us your presentation before the meeting so that we prepare ourselves for the meeting for the presentation. That is what we are saying to the Chair. Other than that, Chair, if these two items were better prepared for us, the authors of the presentation should forward those presentation to us so that we have a look at the presentation and prepare ourselves and come back to the meeting and discuss and listen to those presentations. We don't have a problem with the items. We don't have a problem with this to discuss those items, Chair. But for today, we don't have the two presentations, and those two items, Chair, should be removed from the agenda so that we continue with the meeting of presentation that were presented to us before the meeting.
For the Chair. Point of order.
Honorable members, I would plead that we must give everyone chance to finish, and then you raise your hand, and if you differ with the thing, I'm worried because I want to put a motion. So I would love that we must give each other chance. Order is sustained, Honorable Mhlongo.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, Honorable Zoni must speak for himself. He must not say we. He must say I don't. Please. He must not say we. I have it and my colleagues have it. He must say I don't have it. I don't have it. I wanted just to call an order on that. Thank you very much. And I think Chair must call that if he didn't send it to Honorable Zondi.
Honorable members, can I chip in? Just a moment, Honorable Mhlongo, with due respect. With due respect, we will follow the form. When we got this information of the meeting programmed and the circulation of the proposed agenda, I asked Ujabu whether the Honorable Mhlongo has got the presentation on behalf of the petitioners. Jabu told me saying that Honorable Mhlongo said he is not going to give us any presentation. I've said because he didn't indicate to me, but on top of that, Honorable Van Dijk also asked Ujabu that he wanted to present have you also immediately after Mr. Mhlongo. And I was worried why today they are not giving those presentations that are according to themselves, that they are presenting on behalf of petitioners, which we don't have any problem. I want to put to the committee that I did raise that, and Jabu can confirm here whether I didn't ask that. So I'm just putting the side of myself as a chairperson. I'm putting to this committee that that's the information that I've asked, but I will be depending on the members. What must we do now? I'm saying honorable. Let me give honorable Van Dijk before you, Mbali. Let's finish with the item number 1, and then I'll give you Mbali. Honorable. Yes. No, it's you, honorable. Yeah. Honorable Van Dijk, honorable Mamabulo. Okay.
Thank you, Chairperson.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Honorable Mhlongo. After yes. Honorable Mhlongo is Honorable Van Dijk.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, I'm sorry to take it back. I wanted to a clarification from Honorable Zondi as to who is he referring to when he says that they don't have anything to hide. What is it that they think that is hidden, and who is he referring to? Thank you, Chairperson.
Honorable Van Dijk.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chair, I Honorable Mhlongo and I am sharing the time, but I'm really willing to present a presentation or put a presentation to the committee if we then can just agree that we get a new date where we then can present, if that is problematic for the committee, that there is nothing put forward to them.
Okay, Honorable Van Dijk. Honorable Mamabulo.
Yeah, thanks, Chairperson. Honorable Van Dijk has just taken my words and also concurring with what you have just told us, that Honorable Mhlongo said he can't present anything or he can't bring any documentation. Personally, I also did not receive anything, so I'm saying let's take off the item from the agenda and maybe it can come one day, but let's move on today without it being on the agenda. Thanks, Chairperson.
I'm seeing, are we having new hands? I'm seeing
yes, Chair.
Is Honorable Mhlongo?
Yes, Chair.
Okay, Honorable Mhlongo and Honorable Zondi, they are still on the platform.
I think, Chair, we must give Uchabu an opportunity because there's something missing. I called Uchabu that members have received. How are we going to deal with this? It's the same petition. That's why Honorable Zondi must think, and members, I was referring to say, how did we deal with the petition year 22 million? Same thing. There was just an attachment from the speaker and there was petitions, and I briefed the committee and it went through. Now this one, what is the difference? There's an attachment from the speaker, there's a petitioners, it's sent to members, and I must brief the committee. Now, in other words, there's no housekeeping. How does the committee deals with petitions? It shows that there's no process and procedures because the chairperson is not aware what is going to happen. And for information, Honorable Van Dijk asked me, how many minutes do you have? And he told me, I spoke to Jab.
Point of order, I'm not aware how to do. I was still giving you the information, and don't say that I'm not aware what to do. I know. Please, Honorable Mhlongo.
I think you've said you'll respond. There's no out of order, and I sustain that, but I'm not going to call you into order while I'm still finishing, Chair. Chair, you stated clearly that I said I don't have a presentation. It's not a statement of truth. I've asked Uchabu, what did we do on the first petition? Then he said there was attachment, and I said, what did I do? I just presented, said we are going to follow the same procedure. Now, it shows that there's no procedure for petitioning to you, Chair. How did we deal with the petition at 22 million? Same thing, there were attachment, there were petitioners, there was a referral letter from the speaker to the committee. And I did not present anything. I did it verbally. It was a information to the committee verbally, and it was accepted and questioned, and we moved on. Now, today is shocking to see that there's no processes. And I've asked Uchabu, what processes and procedure are we going to take? And he said, no, we'll give an opportunity, 20 minutes opportunity. Now, because I've said, no, 20 minutes, it's fine, but I'll share it, no, Mamfante. That is the only issue to say, I'll take 10 minutes, Mamfante will take 10 minutes. It's not a question that we did not know that must have a presentation. Thank you very much. I think Shabu must respond to what I'm saying. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. I'm still chairing, Honorable Mhlongo. Thank you, Honorable. All these hands want to talk of Honorable Mamabulo. In fact,
I'll just lower. It is the previous hand. Just lower now.
I'm sure it's follow me. I'm mind just follow me.
Where are you, Honorables?
If you allow me to talk, I will talk.
Chairperson?
We can't hear the chairperson.
Yeah, the chairperson is still the meeting, but I think, I don't know, we can't hear her.
Ukubekezelela nje shaya izibuye todwa.
Hello. Other members.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. Hello.
Remember.
Yes, Chair.
Yes, Chairperson. What is happening?
Do you hear me? I do.
Yeah, but please break away, come back, break away. Please be in a good condition.
Loading until
I'm losing the voices now, Chairperson.
hear you, Denise, but I don't know why I'm not being heard to myself.
I can hear
Hello?
you now, Chairperson. I can hear you now clearly. but I'm not hearing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Zondi, our even Honorable Zondi, or maybe until 10 that we must have somebody to assist when I'm off, because we cannot not to continue with this meeting. It's a very important meeting, but now I'm supposed that I'm on.
Yes, continue.
Honorable Zondi.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes,
Or maybe I was
Honorable
suggesting if you get cut off, we have Honorable Adams as the acting chairperson. Can I get a second on that one?
I do second lecture.
I thought you are not the chairperson. The chairperson must say that.
Can I get a second on that one?
Chairperson must say that.
Didn't listen because the chairperson did say that. Someone.
Yeah, but that is not a procedure for the. I think we must give it to Jab and then we'll call for nomination. Thank you very much. That is a procedure.
No problem. Chair, may I continue? In fact, what can ngoba bayangizwa bonke abanye mhlawumbe wena wethu ungangizwa sizoqhubeka nawe uma ubuya chair. On the question
do
of
he said no of the problem that Honorable Zondi.
yes, Chair. Chair, I wanted to respond on the question of who am I referring to if I'm saying.
Respond, Honorable Member.
Yeah, if I'm saying, Chair, we.
Respond, Honorable.
We. I'm talking about all members who talk after me. And when the chairperson introduced the agenda, she said, we don't have a presentation of two items, item 1 and 2. That was the chairperson who told the meeting. And I was the second to talk. And I said the same thing. And there were other honorable members who said they didn't have the presentation. All presentation that are sent to us, they are sent to us via the chairperson of the committee. If the chairperson of the committee does not have the presentation, no member can claim that he has a presentation on the agenda while the chairperson of the committee does not have the presentation. So I was referring to that.
Okay, honorable members, I do hear you, Honorable Zondi. Honorable Adams, if I'm going to be cut off, but I'm hoping that come 10 o'clock, the load shedding is going to be off. You must take over if I'm being cut off at this few minutes left. Members, now I can, Honorable Sibia, before I'm giving Ujabu, I'll give Ujabu to share what she shared with me, because it was not a secret. She's the secretary of the committee for all of us. Honorable Sibia. Honorable Dennis, Honorable Dennis.
Sorry, my apology, Chairperson, my apology.
Okay. Honorable Sibia.
Thanks, Chairperson. There was a proposal that we must set a date for these items which were not submitted to us before this meeting. Thanks, Chairperson.
Okay. Before that, you are supporting that motion which was presented by Honorable Van Dijk, supported by Honorable Mamabulo. You attended that motion which was presented. So being a chairperson, I wanted that all the hands which were up then, they must come and say what they want to say. Now, honorable members, there is a motion which is supported and thirded, that let's give the point number 1 to become back the presentation on what the sharing of the minutes by Honorable Mhlongo and Honorable Van Dijk, they must prepare those presentation that they are going to present on behalf of the people who petitioned us. And as this committee, we are ready to deal with the petition. And I'm suspecting that it's not going to be the first time that we are going to deal with the same issue, and it will be assisting us to do a continuity, because this is not the first time this comes to us, and we were thinking that we've dealt with it as a committee. But when now we've been instructed by the speaker, there's no other way that we'll be saying that, no, we're not going to repeat what you asked us to do, because we did deal with it's minuted. So on the second question of UAG, let me give Mbali to talk to us. Mbali.
Point of privilege, Chair, for the first item.
Just so far, I've rounded that item. I've rounded that item.
The information which is missing, which I don't agree with.
Chairperson, Honorable Mhlongo, I'm still the chair of the meeting. I've rounded the meeting, and the 3 honorable members are saying that let's come back when your good self and the same honorable member who proposed that we must come back to this issue is very urgent. Even if it's next week, we'll handle that.
I cannot. I want yes, you said you would give Jabu. You've stated, Jabu, that he gave you information. Let's give Jabu an opportunity to speak, and then I'll take it from there. And on another point, Chair, you cannot nominate anyone. The rules says we must nominate someone in your absentia. I can.
No, I'm absent. I'm not absent. Read the rules.
Which rule are you talking about? Which rule are you talking about? I have a group.
Honorable Mhlongo, you started now to do that. Let me tell you, Honorable Mhlongo, when I was saying that, honorable members, you must nominate somebody whilst I'm having a problem, Jabu did call me or drop me a message saying that, Chairperson, we are in the meeting. You've got a right to give to someone in case that you were going to be dropped. You are not absent, you are in the meeting. But Honorable Mhlongo, there's a way of raising things, and there's a way of talking to somebody who is chairing, in order that I must respect you and you must respect me. When I was saying that I'm going to give it to Ujabu, but subsequently 2 members raised that, Chairperson, there is a motion on the table. And if now I'm going to Jabu, am I disrespect the support of the motion of the same item? Because I was going to give Ujabu then, and then Honorable Van Dijk, Honorable 2 members. Now they were saying that let's focus on the proposal of Honorable Van Dijk. So that's my ruling as Chairperson, not suppressing anyone. On which point?
Can acknowledge me. I don't want to say I'm disrespecting you. My hands is up on the virtual.
I'm saying you are on which point, Honorable?
Chair, on the point number 1 that we are dealing with before you give to AG representative. I want to echo you on the ruling that I did give. Chair, yeah, I want you to note, you can make a ruling, but you must note my comment.
Okay.
Yes, you're allowed to make a ruling, Chair, but my comment must be noted. Chair, I disagree with you because you stated clearly that Jabu spoke to you and he spoke to me. And we don't want to give Jabu an opportunity what he spoke to me because he told me that we are going to use the same procedure we used with the petition number 1. Now, when I'm saying I don't have a presentation because I know I'm going to present verbally as I did. And we don't have similar, this item is the first item coming. 54 million never came that we must investigate. I don't have any minutes that state that we've dealt with this. I don't have anything. I need the chair and Jabu to send me the minutes that we've dealt with the investigation of the 54 million rand. That is the first point. Second point, Jabu must state clearly here that I spoke to him finding out what is the agenda of the day, how are you going to proceed with the agenda of the day? And he said, no, Honorable Mhlongo will get 20 minutes. As I'm saying, I'm going to share that 20 minutes with Honorable Van Dijk. Now, I don't say we must not deal with this, but I don't want us to get information which I did not state it clearly that I don't have the presentation. It's a normal verbal information that I usually do when there's a petition. And I think, Honorable Chair, you must know that. Second, last issue, Chair, last issue. I want you to give me the rules. The last issue on the rules of you nominating someone. I have procedures on NA rule, go to under committee, which is subsection 2. It says there must be a nomination for any member to chair in the absent or in the presence of the chairperson. In other words, we must define where, irrespective that you are online, but there must be a nomination brought forward. It's on the rules, NA procedure, under committees, procedures, annexure 2. Thank you very much. Unless I will give you another section which I must be told.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Mhlongo. Jabu, are you prepared after Honorable Mhlongo
Chair.
Yes.
Can I please? Chair.
I think we lost the chair.
No, we lost Honorable Malomane.
Okay, all right, Chair, I can hear you now because I wanted you to give me a go ahead first. Chair, I think on the matter of item 1 and 2 is closed. So I don't think it will be good for Jabu to come in again to speak because members have supported or seconded the motion that has been put by Honorable Van Dijk to say that let's set another date where we can get both documents from the presentation from Mr. Mhlongo and Van Dijk and the AG. Let's close that matter like that so that we cannot go any further because we've got also items that we need to deal with it. Because buses will be leaving after 12. We will not have time because we'll be in the buses. My proposal is that we just leave it like that as you've concluded as a chairperson. I agree with you that there will be a date set for the 2 presentations to be done.
Yes,
Okay, man, period.
Are you able?
Yeah.
Honorable Sibia. Honorable Sibia. Honorable Sibia.
Yeah. Hello, Chairperson.
No, you are greeting somebody. We're thinking that you're talking to us.
No, sorry, Chair. Sorry, Chair.
Hello, we lost all the sound now. Members, I don't hear any voices.
I'm here. I'm here.
Dennis, Joseph here. I'm not sure
Dennis,
what
I'm also here. It's
Yes, I'm here.
really frustrating to have a meeting like this.
The procedure is Jabu must call for nomination, and then we take it from there.
Yeah, that, as you have said earlier on, there must be a nomination for the chairperson if the chairperson is totally out of the meeting. And the admin person come in and stop
Members,
going on.
Can you please facilitate so that you can nominate the chairperson?
okay, Margaret. Members, in the absence of the chairperson, we have to elect each acting chairperson for the session. Are there any nominations? Okay. Just hold on, members. I see their hands are up. I just need to check.
Mama Bolo here is the first.
The hands that are up, we've got Mr. Mhlongo, we've got Mr. Joseph, Mama Lomane, and Mr. Zondi. Oh no, actually, we actually have Mama Lomane, Matatu Zondi, no, Tatu Mama Bolo, whose hands are up. Any nominations, members?
Who's the first? Am I the first?
I
In
nominate
the order that I'm
Honorable
seeing is Mama
Adams.
Lomane.
I nominate Honorable Adams to chair the meeting.
Is there any seconder?
Mama Bolo is second.
Okay. Mama Bolo, and is there any other?
Zondi.
Mr. Zondi. Okay. Okay, we've got that nomination. Is there any other nominations, members? Let me see. Okay, I don't have any hands, or there's no new nomination. Okay, members. Ms. Adams, you've been nominated to chair the session.
Yes,
Do you accept the nomination?
yes, I do.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Ms. Adams, you've been nominated to chair the second session. There hasn't been any other nomination. In the absence of that, thank you, ma'am. You've been nominated.
Viva
chair
to the rule of law. Viva. Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Mhlongo. You've got your time to propose the rules, so we adhere to the rules. We are very disciplined. Thank you very much. Members, we were still on the issue of the petition and also the Auditor General. So there was a request that Jabu, the secretary, present to us what we have, but there was also a proposal from the side of Honorable Van Dijk, which was supported by Honorable Mhlongo for a date set until we receive all documents at hand, and then we will continue with that 2 points on the agenda. I thank you. Issue closed. I saw the hand of Honorable Dennis.
Thank you, Chairperson. I made the earlier point by saying that there obviously is, I'm disappointed, I must be honest, because there is communication before this meeting between the stakeholders who must present and the committee secretariat, of which the chairperson controls that process. So I would like to say to you as the acting chair that the chairperson you know, yeah, by Friday or Monday must really step in. If people who had to present have not sent presentations, or stakeholders we haven't heard from them, the administration or the chairperson this morning is supposed to report to us and say, this is what I received from the administration or the secretariat in terms of the stakeholders who are supposed to be there, who was invited and who have responded or not responded. Because I am asking myself, if the AG were invited, to be in this meeting this morning and to also to present, I am not clear. I don't hear a response on that, on point 2 on the agenda. So whilst I agree that we have to postpone the meeting, I would like to propose the 3rd or the 7th of March that we slotted in into that agenda, 2 agenda dates, and we slotted in because otherwise we're not going to get it through the term. But I just wanted to ask for the record, ask the chairperson to step in on the Friday before a meeting or 2 days before a meeting to find out what is the hiccups, what is the obstacles, what problems are there, because that is the role of the chairperson, to sort out any difficulty before a meeting or things that are not clear. And I hope that we will not have the same experience, because we received this document weeks and weeks before. Everyone knew a couple of weeks we're going to have this first meeting. So I am disappointed that we can't have this meeting. And I also want to say that, yes, Member Mhlongo made the point, the petition, even if we have to submit, whatever we have to submit, he said, we've dealt it with, the committee dealt with it, should deal with it in the same manner as we have dealt with it in the past, with the previous petition in the previous committee meeting. So that's what I want to add now, Chairperson. Just to close, we must just move on, please, and get ourselves better organized as a committee. This is not, we are representing the country, the institutions, the entities. We have a mandate here to work. And I think that this is not good for us. It's not a good sign in terms of leadership and how we are planning and preparing for a committee meeting. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Joseph. I did so note at the end of Honorable Mhlongo, Ms. Mbali, and Honorable Van Dijk. But on the issue that Honorable Joseph raised, can we just, I saw the hand of the chairperson, maybe she can bring more light to what Honorable Joseph had bring us to the table. I will give you time. Honorable mentioned names, but first, Honorable Dulani, is there any light on what Honorable Joseph has said now? Honorable Dulani? If not, Honorable Tsepo?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Acting Chairperson. I appreciate that you give me an opportunity. I want to concur with Honorable Joseph. And I'm someone who's open, and I've stated clearly that when we have petition, how do we deal with it? I'm going to read a WhatsApp message from Uchabu, and it shows that I'm open for discussion, and honestly, as she's our secretary, she wrote, I've sent this to the chairperson. The last email says, the last WhatsApp, it says, if your presentation is removed, then we are not going to have a meeting. In other words, the item followed by the AG and the sports department, Mzansi, they're all about to do with the petition. Now, in other words, if the petition is removed, we're not going to discuss anything today. Now, I'm putting it to you, Acting Chair, that the same issue that I've raised, Honorable Joseph put it so nice, that the chairperson must work out how we're going to effectively do an oversight, not waste time to deal with issues of importance, such as the 54 million rand, which is allegedly misused. Now, Chair, Acting Chair, I concur with Honorable Dennis and note the WhatsApp message from Uchabu. If your presentation is removed, then the meeting cannot continue because it is about the petition that you submitted. Thank you very much.
Honorable Van Dijk.
Yes, I just want to come in on the presentation of the AG. I requested it more than once, and only yesterday it came back the response that they will not be submitting any documentation. And I think it's important that we request the reason for that, why the AG is not did not present us with documents.
Did you finish, Honorable Van Dijk?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Honorable Dulani is back. Sorry, Ma'am Mbali, Chairperson.
Chairperson.
Yes, Ma'am Dulani.
Acting Chairperson. Acting Chairperson, I was out, but it's past 10 maybe now because I'm back. Even the load shedding is not going to cut me off. Firstly, I want to propose that can ask the committee members
Apologies, I can't hear you.
It's a struggle. We can't hear you, Honorable Dulani. We can't hear you.
Yeah, no, we can't hear. We can't hear what the chairperson is saying.
You are breaking up, Honorable Dulani. We can't hear you.
Jabu, please help. Maybe get what the chairperson wants to say and tell us, please. We can't hear a thing.
Okay, over to Mr. Mhlongo. I'll just call Chair.
In the meantime, while we are waiting, can we proceed with Ma'am Mbali?
Audible.
No, not at all.
No, Chairperson. We hear one word and then there's a silence, and then we hear one word and then there's silence again. So it's not good, Chairperson.
Members? Hello, members.
Yes, Jabu.
Hello. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, can you hear the chairperson?
No, not the chairperson.
Not at all.
Okay.
No.
I'm saying, honorable members,
It's coming through now. Clear.
ask the permission that we must meet physically. But also, I want to confirm that when we decided as an office with the administration to put the agenda of today, we were having instruction from the speaker. There's no way that we cannot not have this meeting of today. And it's a pity that now we are faced with this problem. But in reality is that we cannot settle the points if we didn't want that they must be discussed. So let's be given a chance that the administration must call a physical meeting in order that we must sit and deliberate about this, because there are so many things that we need to deal with. But these were the very priority issues that we identified that as a committee we cannot do if we cannot start with these items which are on front of us today. So you must bear in mind that it was not a mistake that we put them on the agenda. So I want just
this call is now being recorded. Call recording has now ended. Call recording has now ended.
Members, I'm sure you had the chairperson, but she got cut off.
Yes, we had the chairperson asking for a meeting in person, physical
For a
meeting.
physical meeting to discuss
Yes.
these issues.
Yeah, I have
Hello.
proposed acting
I-
chair.
She's back. She's back.
Yes, continue, chairperson. Apology.
Chairperson. Oh, she's disconnected again.
No, I think acting must continue now. I propose.
Thank you very much. Honorables, what we have heard the proposal from the chairperson for the administration to rearrange a meeting for us, a physical meeting, so that we can got clarity and the way forward with all these matters on the agenda, especially the briefing by Honorable Mhlongo and the AG. Honorable Mhlongo, is it a new hand?
Yes, in your hands, Acting Chair.
Okay, and then followed by you is Mbali and Zondi. I thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Acting Chair, Ma'am Adams. I think it's clear that someone somewhere is wasting our time. As I stated clearly, Jabu sent me a WhatsApp now to say, if we don't continue with this, we're not going to discuss any other items. Now we've wasted the whole entire 5 hours that we must be productive as this committee to an effective oversight on the department and its entity. But we're allowing ourselves just to deliberate, protect. I think the question that Honorable Mhlongo was asked, it must be answered to, because it seems like it shows that that was the question, that we're not going to protect anyone. We're not afraid. We are not afraid of what? We've wasted time instead of us discussing the petition as we did with the first petition. Now this one is so-called, no, we must have a physical. The problem is not about physical. The problem is about bookkeeping here. How do you handle issues as the chair and as the committee? Because I was communicating with Jabu and Jabu is communicating with me. Now today, no, we must have a physical. It's an excuse. We're supposed to have an effective oversight work over Mzansi Magic with the Mzansi NPO with the 54 million rand, which is allegedly mismanaged and misused. Now I'm saying to the committee, let not this happen again over our nose, because at the end of the day, we want to serve South Africa, not to serve individuals or to protect any wrongdoing in the department. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mbali.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Good morning to you and honorable members.
Good morning.
Chairperson, with your permission, I'm requesting to perhaps share the letter that we sent to the chairperson or to the committee through the chairperson, indicating the reasons why we're not able to make a detailed presentation on the matter today.
Allow you.
Okay, may I be just given permission to share?
Yes.
The host, can the host please give me permission to share? I don't have the permission currently. Thank you.
Yes, I've made you a co-host, Mbali.
Okay. Thank you very much. May I just confirm if you can see the letter?
Yes, thank you. I see the letter. Thank you.
Yes, if you can enlarge it, it's very small. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chairperson and honorable members. So Chairperson, yes, we did receive the program for today, which indicated that we were also supposed to brief the committee on the matter of the Mzansi National Philharmonic Orchestra. And we did then write to the chairperson to indicate that we are not in a position to make a presentation at this point in time. Just to give a bit of a background, so last year, in last year's audit, we did raise a finding regarding this matter in the management report of the National Arts Council. The issue raised was on possible irregular expenditure relating to this transfer that was made to the orchestra. However, we could not reach a conclusion at the time. That is why it was raised as possible irregular expenditure. And the reason for that was because there was key information that was outstanding, and the management of the NAC indicated that they didn't have that information in their possession. They also subsequently disclosed then the expenditure of 41 million as irregular expenditure under investigation, which means that it's not yet confirmed. So management was then supposed to do further investigation after the audit to confirm if indeed this amount should be disclosed as irregular expenditure. So at this point in time, Chairperson, our team is currently then gathering information from the department, because we were told that the department does have the information that we require for us to be able to make a conclusion on the matter. We have since received the bulk of information, but as we were receiving that information, we had subsequent questions, and then we requested again further information from the department. So up until yesterday, we are still receiving information from the department which pertains to this matter. So Chairperson, at this point in time, we are then reviewing that information, and then we will be able to brief the committee once we finalize the audits. That was our submission to the Chairperson based on a letter that we submitted last week on the 16th. We also had a meeting with the Chairperson on Friday on the 17th, and the Chairperson indicated that we should be present today just to share.
Saw your hand.
Even mine, it's up, Chair.
Yes,
Is it not
Chair.
a legacy hand?
Not a legacy hand, no, Chair.
Okay.
Chair, I wanted to second the chairperson of the portfolio committee, Mayor Lulani, on the proposal meeting in the next meeting to discuss this matter. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Mhlongo.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, can we get the letter from the AG that was sent? Because I think openness, I didn't get everything. Can we get that letter to be circulated to members? Thank you very much. That is the request.
Thank you so much. Everyone on the platform did hear what the chairperson explained, what Honorable Mhlongo, everyone who did explain himself on the matters on the agenda. We did already have a proposal for a physical meeting. So on that note, Honorable Dennis, will you also come in now? Because I'm about to close.
No, thank you very much. I know that the AG will never let us down. They are very professional, highly professional. So thank you for that feedback. I just want clarity on this physical meeting. I just want to, I proposed the 3rd and the 7th or the 7th. So I'm not sure what the chairperson had in mind, whether we should go back from next week to meet because in person, because we have problems with online and Wi-Fi and so on. I just need clarity on that. What is the decision on the way forward? We shouldn't have this every week. I mean, it's really not good. So maybe the offline with the leadership of the various parties must have a conversation with the chairperson to decide how we're going to move forward so that we do not have this experience every week. Or I would like to suggest that members who have problems with communication, online communication, go to areas or venues where they can actually have a better environment to communicate if we are going to have the online meetings. So I would propose that members consider that, including the chairperson, because it's not good the way we start off now. I just want to propose that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dennis. I noticed the end of the Mem Dulani, but what I wanted to say is that it's upon the chairperson herself and the administration to see how will they sort out and out this discussions and agenda of today, and then come back to us with a proper date for the physical meeting. Over to you, Honorable Dulani. Honorable Dulani.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I've just get in now through a phone. I've heard Honorable Dennis' proposal, but according to Parliament, we do have some rooms that can cater if the administration apply in time, because I'm suspecting this problem of load shedding is still going to be with us, and I'm still maintaining that let's have physical meetings. I'm proposing to the honorable members, because even if you're going around the times of load shedding is not at the same time, maybe you can go around the area where you are, you can't get a network. So in Parliament still have committee rooms that we can meet. And there's this meeting of today, to all of us, it's not fruitful. It's not acceptable that we can't hear each other because of load shedding. So the experience is telling us that now is the time that when we are scheduling the meetings, we must have something that we're saying they must be physical, but also because we have a proposed program which we've circulated to honorable members. So can I ask that I must be given a chance this afternoon with the administration that we must look at the suitable date that we must call this meeting of today, which it didn't happen. That's my plea to the honorable members. I thank you.
Thank
About
you so much. Dulani. Over to you. I saw the hand, Honorable Martin Plossi.
Yes, thank you, Chairperson. We also losing you a little bit now. Yes. I want to, second what Chairperson has been saying, that I think it is time now that we should be meeting physically. I wish we could get that to be operational as soon as possible, and also to find the day and the time to reschedule today's meeting, because it has been sort of like a waste of time somehow. But I'm very much seconding the fact that we should be meeting physically. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to you, Chairperson Dulani, to proceed with the meeting.
Oh, I'm not.
Yes.
I cannot proceed. I don't know where you ended, honorable members. Was it the last item in the agenda, the
Yes.
rescheduling of the meeting? Okay.
Yes, Chair.
Can I take this opportunity to thank honorable members? This is unusually. This is not about this committee. When we schedule meetings, not to sit. The misunderstanding and miscommunication which happened today, it must not happen again. We'll make sure that it won't happen again, and that's why we need to sit physically. But the clarification of today's cancellation of the meeting, it's taken to all of us that not again something like this happened. With those words, I'm aware that we are all prepared to work for this committee to do oversight in each and everything that is in front of us as these members. So it's unfortunate that we started in a bad footing today, but it can't be the daily bread. I'm hoping that we do have capable leaders, that wherever there were hiccups, we are correcting those things. After this meeting, I'll call the office to look at the program and reschedule this meeting. I thank you, honorable members. Thank you, the department, ministry, AG, but today it was not a good meeting, but it won't happen again, honorable members. Thank you so much. The meeting is closed.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you, members.
Ayesaba Magwala.
Who's Magwala?
Obana Magwala.
Who's Magwala?
I physically, so sibonana face to face.
Abonakala Magwala. Ubani yena lo ayesaba Magwala?
Hayi, face to face, next meeting face to face.
Let's say we need this meeting. We scheduled this meeting because we wanted this meeting, honorable members. And just kuluma up. We are not in the meeting.